In goal, number 1, Malin Parsons. Number 2.
Good evening, Nighthawk fans, and welcome to another edition of Women's Soccer here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Thomas Kendrick here as we bring to you from the UNG Soccer Complex a top 10 matchup between the number 9 ranked Columbus State Cougars and your number 8 ranked University of North Georgia Nighthawks in the second round of games for Peach Belt Conference play. Both teams are coming off wins in the opening round of the Peach Belt Conference games. The Nighthawks beat a tough Georgia College squad 3-1 here at the UNG Soccer Complex last Wednesday. J.C. Ramey scored 90 seconds into the game, and the Nighthawks never relinquished the lead. Rosie Embley was a set-piece maestro for the Nighthawks squad. She scored taking a corner from the corner flag, was able to bend it into the net, and also scored from the penalty spot. Columbus State is coming off a 7-0 mauling of USC Aiken. Flo Spano with a hat trick for the Cougars will be somebody that the Nighthawks will have to watch tonight if they want to be successful. Keys to the game, the Nighthawks need to get ahead early. They lost 3 matches by 1 goal last year to this Columbus State squad. If they can get on the board early, then it will send a message that this team will not be haunted by those 3 one-goal losses last year. And the defense needs to limit the Cougars to 1 goal, or preferably a clean sheet, to also be successful in this game. The Cougars scored 6 goals in those 3 games versus the Nighthawks last year. They've also scored 18 goals this season, averaging 3.5 goals per game. And stopping this Cougar squad starts with a veteran partnership of Jessie Viverka and Jessica Allen in the middle. We're going to go to a short break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups, and we'll kick this match off from the UNG Soccer Complex here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Today's national anthem is a pre-recorded version.
Follow your dreams. Gain an advantage. Choose the University of North Georgia. UNG offers a unique range of educational programs and services that cannot be matched. Academic prestige, dynamic friendships, and leadership development are all within your reach. Begin your journey today with UNG. At the University of North Georgia, you are the priority. Supported by a student-focused learning environment, UNG is an extraordinary combination of programs, people, and places spanning 4 campuses. Choose your pathway today and thrive.
And welcome back to the UNG Soccer Complex as we get ready to get this match started between number 9 Columbus State and number 8 University of North Georgia. Starting lineups for you. First for Columbus State, starting in goal number 1, Maylin Parsons. At forward, listed as forward, number 2, Mandy Janowitz. Listed as a defender, number 4, Tegan Anglum. Listed as a defender, number 10, Lindsay Law. Listed as a forward, number 14, Nicole Corsione. Defender number 15, Amanda Murphy. Defender number 16, Cougar Elversdottir. Midfielder number 17, Cassandra Wade. Forward number 21, Olivia Jarrell. Midfielder number 26, Taylor Marks. And defender number 30, Brooke Nail. For your University of North Georgia Nighthawks, starting at goal, number 0, Caitlin Saberski. At forward, number 4, Rachel Van Horn. In the midfield, number 5, Taylor Wagnon. Also in the midfield with her, number 8, Michaela Sundstrom. And joining those two in the midfield, number 9, Rosie Embley. At defender, number 11, Megan Gill. Up top with Van Horn as the forward, number 12, J.C. Ramey. The 2 center backs for the Nighthawks tonight, number 13, Jessica Allen, number 14, Jessie Viverka. Midfielder number 18, Sophia Matonak. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Nighthawks, number 21, Phoebe Palmer. Scoreboard is set to 45 minutes in the first half. Nighthawks and Cougars both making their way onto the field, as we should see some excellent action tonight. Both teams picked to finish in the top 3 of the Peach Belt Conference this year. Columbus State, the unanimous pick for number 1. The Nighthawks were picked to finish number 3 behind Armstrong State. As the Cougars will kick off, they'll have the chance to set up possession first. And the Nighthawks active in that pressing game they like to play, closing down defenders quickly, closing down the Cougar player with the ball. Couple of nice passes there. Ball rolls into the goal, and Caitlin Sabierski there to pick it up. Sends the ball long. Headed up into the air, and it's the Cougars who will possess. But that's only momentary as the ball rolls out of play, seen out by Megan Gill on the far side. She'll play on the back line with Jessica Allen, Jessie Viverka, and Phoebe Palmer playing left back. As Jessica Allen able to clear that ball, Van Horn unable to keep possession for the Nighthawks. That pass, though, out of bounds. Will be a Nighthawk throw-in. Throw in long, looking for J.C. Ramey. She's able to win the header. Columbus State able to clear, and the Nighthawks see it out for a Cougar throw-in. And ball's at the feet of Brooke Nail, surrounded by a couple of Nighthawk players, able to win the ball back, and it's Rosie Embley with the ball now. And played long. Ramey unable to win the header. It's Columbus State momentarily with the ball, making Gill a little bit too heavy of a touch there. Goes back to the Cougars as fast-paced action here to start this matchup. Something we thought we would see as both teams like to score. The Cougars averaging 3.5 goals a game, the Nighthawks 3 goals. As the ball is cleared away by Jessica Allen, we'll go out for a Columbus State throw-in. And a missed clearance there. Embley over to keep the ball in play. She'll now look to run with the ball, plays it long, looking for Van Horn. Van Horn able to get possession of the ball, making a run into the box, but tried to cut back past the defender there. Nicely blocked out, and the clearance goes out for a Nighthawk, or a Cougar throw-in, excuse me. As the throw-in won by the Cougars after battering the ball back and forth, and back to make a key interception there, Jessica Allen. She was in a foot race with a Columbus State player. One-on-one, able to get there just ahead and got the ball back to Sabierski. Columbus State, though, quickly back with the ball in the North Georgia half. At the end line, puts a cross in, and open goal for just a second as Sabierski was unable to win the ball. Columbus State was able to tee it up for a player. That was Brooke Nail, was teed up in the middle of the box, but she skies it over the goal, and it will be a goal kick for the Nighthawks. So Columbus State with the first shot of the game, and pretty good look at the top of the box, was right in the middle. Nail just skied it. Columbus State, though, able to win the ball back, and now they have numbers. And the shot taken on there, that was Hugren Elversdottir. Skied the ball over The goal once again will be another Nighthawk goal kick. Line drive goal kick headed up into the air. Palmer wins the ball. And the Nighthawks able to win it back. Embley plays the ball forward looking for Ramey. Her pass a little bit short. Ramey, though, closing down, able to win the ball. Not able to control it, though. And now a long ball is played toward the Nighthawk box. Over there to clear it away is Jesse Viverka. But still with Columbus State. As Nicole Corsione's pass is cleared away, will be another Cougar throw-in. Taken quickly to Brooke Nail. Phoebe Palmer unable to cleanly control that ball into the corner, and it will be cleared away for a Cougar throw-in. Most of the action so far in the first couple minutes of this first half taking place in the Nighthawk half. As corner has been won by Columbus State. Actually went out for a throw-in, which is taken quickly by the Cougars. Cross into the box, headed away. Went off of a Columbus State player last, so it will be a Nighthawk goal kick. Goal kick taken, and Rosie Embley trying to hold off a Columbus State player. Sees the ball roll out of bounds. Throw in controlled by the Nighthawks, and Taylor Wagner hoofs the ball the other way. Columbus State now bringing the ball back into the Nighthawk half. Ball was played long, and Jess Callan over to clear the ball out of play. Will be a Cougar throw in though. Taken quickly. And that clearance took a deflection off a Columbus State player. Another nice tackle by Viverka, but Van Horn loses the ball on the near side, able to win it back. And now it's with Michaela Sundstrom. Plays it out wide to Rosie Embley, able to knock it past the Columbus State player, and now she looks to put a cross into the box. Ramey with the shot, unable to really get a clean look at the goal though, as she was being held off by a Columbus State defender, but nonetheless encouraging signs for the Nighthawks as they were able to break and get a ball into the box looking for Ramey. Long kick taken by the Cougars. Phoebe Palmer over to clear the ball away. Columbus State will have a throw in. Throw in controlled by the Cougars. Long pass played and cleared away nicely by Viverka, and that will spring what looks to be another break for the Nighthawks. Van Horn with the ball attacking down the far side, tried to put a cross in, was deflected out, but it will be a Nighthawk throw in. Van Horn leaves the ball off for Gill to take the throw in. Throws it long, able to find Sundstrom in the box, able to make a turn and wins the first corner of the night for the Nighthawks. So after about a 6 or 7 minute spell where Columbus State was doing all the attacking, suddenly the Nighthawks able to get a break and put a cross into the box, and now they've won another corner. Corner put into the box, headed toward goal. and saved by Columbus State. Kick taken long, and will go out for Columbus State throw-in as Phoebe Palmer the last to touch that, going up to challenge for that ball. Throw-in is cleared away once again by the Nighthawks. Will be another Cougar throw-in. Throw-in comes into the box. Palmer able to get there first, clears it away, and Rosie Embley had the ball deflected off of her. Will be a Columbus State throw-in. And an attempted pass down the sideline goes out of bounds. So the Nighthawks will have a chance to get the ball out of their own half. And another throw-in one. Second throw-in taken farther, and J.C. Ramey able to get ahead on the ball. Nobody behind her, though. And that back pass almost intercepted by Van Horn. As the ball will make its way out of play for a Nighthawk throw-in on the far side. And Matonak loses that ball out of bounds. Columbus State quickly with a throw-in. Ball's headed around in the air. And it's Jessie Vaverka that will concede the corner. And she was looking to see the ball out. Perhaps thinking maybe it took a touch off of a Columbus State player, but goes out for a corner that is taken short by the Cougars. Now with the ball on the inline, try to put a cross into the 6-yard box, but Caitlin Saberski able to easily save that one. And now the long kick taken. Battle for the ball at midfield, and it's Phoebe Palmer who comes away with it. And we'll see the ball out for a Nighthawk throw-in. Embley, a nice job there. Nice footwork. Tries to play a switch to Van Horn, cutting in off the right. And Matonak there to keep the ball in possession for the Nighthawks. Now it's with Van Horn. Holds the ball up and plays an overlapping ball to Megan Gill, who puts a cross into the box. It's deflected away, and it will be the second corner of the night for the Nighthawks. Yes, whenever the Nighthawks can get on the break, they look fairly dangerous as overlapping runs from fullbacks Phoebe Palmer, Megan Gill have two very good forwards, and Van Horn and Ramey as the corner is put into the box. And missed header by Jessica Allen there in the box. Looked like she came unmarked, was in the middle of the box, but was unable to control the header. Goes out for a goal kick. As we are 0-0 here with just under 12 minutes gone in the first half. Both teams 3 shots apiece. Neither have been able to get on the scoreboard so far. As the ball rolls out of play, Nighthawks will have a throw-in. And the referee's going to have a word with a Columbus State player. Throw in long, looking for Ramey. Unable to find her. Columbus State with the ball again. Jessica Allen over to head the ball away and then clears it farther upfield away from the corner flag. Will be a Cougar throw-in. Throw in into the box, headed away by Megan Gill. And now it's Rachel Van Horn, who was deep to help defend with the ball, making a run on the far side. Tried to play a pass to Ramey, and referee tried to give advantage there. The advantage was lost by the Nighthawks, so they will have a free kick. So a nice job there by Van Horn. Able to get the ball near her own box and able to sprint forward and win a free kick in the attacking half of the Nighthawks. Will allow them to get bodies into the box, deliver the ball into the box. Delivery comes, and it was just short of the box. Embley tried to hold the ball up, wasn't able to do so. Will go out for a Columbus State throw-in. Throw-in controlled by Columbus State. And now they will look to attack on the break. Megan Gill almost intercepted that pass, unable to do so. And it's Columbus State with the ball in and out of the Nighthawk box. We'll look to set up a passing game here. A curler is put into the back of the net from the corner of the far box by the Cougars, and really a stunning goal as did not have the angle with that one, but able to curl it in a picture-perfect shot there. Able to nestle the ball up into the upper right 90, just under the crossbar. And Columbus State will take the lead with 28 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the first half. So the Nighthawks find themselves down midway through this first half. And it's Columbus State with the ball near midfield.
The Columbus State goal is from Mandy Jenowitz, her third on the season, assisted by Cassandra Wade.
And the clearance made by the Nighthawks will go up for a Columbus State throw-in. Goal credited to Mandy Janowitz, her third of the season. Assist goes to Cassandra Wade. That ball rolls to Saberski in goal. Takes the kick long. Columbus State with possession. Couple of quick one-touch passes. Jessica Allen stepped up and made the interception, but wasn't able to get the ball away. And Columbus State will now look to attack. Rachel Van Horn forcing the Cougars to go backwards, and then deflects the ball out for a Columbus State throw-in. Comes quickly. And interception made by Michaela Sundstrom. She'll go back to Viverka, who plays the ball forward to Ramey. Finds Van Horn on the far side. She will look to play the ball long. She was looking for Rosie Embley, who was on the edge of the box, but the ball was just a little bit long for Embley. And a long kick taken by Columbus State. Jessica Allen able to win the ball, but Cougars with possession. And an interception by Wagner, able to clear right to a Columbus State player. And now a long ball played over the top. That's Elver's daughter, who was chasing after the ball, but it goes over the inline and will be a Nighthawk goal kick. And the goal kick taken long, won by Elversdottir on the near side. And Cougars really looking to play through her on set pieces, as she's listed as 5'9". Good aerial presence for the Cougars so far today. As interception made by Matonak. She's pulled back but is able to keep the ball but unable to complete the pass. Columbus State intercepts. And a long ball finds its way to Columbus State. But a clearance made by the Nighthawks, and now a foul committed. Will be a Nighthawk free kick, but slow to get up is Sophia Matonak. She's still on the ground. And now the training staff will be called out. And Matonak on the turf right now receiving treatment. And now a few Nighthawk players will head over to the bench as time is stopped with 25 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first half. Columbus State leads this match by 1-0 score, as they were able to score in the 16th minute. Mandy Janowitz, assisted by Cassandra Wade, was able to curl the ball past Saberski into the upper right 90 from the left side of the box, right on the corner where the box begins. And Matonak will now head to the sideline. Have a substitution as number 20, Olivia Dunphy, will come into this ball game.
Entering for North Georgia, number 20, Olivia Dunphy.
And Jessica Allen takes the free kick long. Couple of Nighthawk players there. Neither of them were able to win it. And now it's the Cougars looking to attack on the break. Missed header by Matonak. Palmer there to clean it up. And Olivia Dunphy plays the ball long, looking to split the Columbus State defense. Ramey unable to win the ball. Van Horn able to keep the ball in play. And Ramey, a nice little touch there into the box. Able to beat the Columbus State keeper to the ball and wins a nut. Originally looked like it went out of play. Not sure if a foul was called or if that was a goal kick. Looks like it went out for a goal kick. And it's taken long and headed down, and Dunphy almost able to get on the end of it. Now Rosie Embley in a foot race for the ball. She won't get there, but it will go out for a Nighthawk throw-in. Comes quickly to Palmer. Cuts infield with the ball. And she is dragged back by Columbus State defender. That's Elversdottir. Free kick taken quickly. Embley across into the box. Cleared away, played back into the box by Wagner, cleared once again, and Columbus State will now look to possess. Plays a ball long, and Jessica Allen into a challenge, and the foul goes against her. Will be a Columbus State free kick, as both players got to the ball at about the same time, but Allen judged to have been the one that committed the foul. And the free kick played into the box over everyone's head will go out for a North Georgia goal kick. And the goal kick taken long by Siberski. Columbus State able to possess off the goal kick. And the through ball spotted by Viverka. She's able to clear out of play. Columbus State will win a throw-in. And a foul committed there on Megan Gill will be a yellow card. And that card looks like it was given to Olivia Jarrell. Goal kick taken. Looked like they were trying to find Van Horn, who had gotten away on the far side. Columbus State quickly back with the attack. Jessica Allen over to clear the ball away. And the Nighthawks will win the ball back. J.C. Ramey trying to play a quick through ball to Rosie Embley, who was in all kinds of space on the near side. Pass was a little bit long. And Maylin Parsons, Columbus State keeper, takes it long. Viverka for the Nighthawks, able to head. Jessica Allen finds Palmer, and Nighthawks able to clear the ball away. And now Embley back to Dunphy, who finds Palmer. Embley again on the near side. Embley able to fight through there, but unable to get the ball to Ramey. And the long kick controlled momentarily by the Cougars. The Nighthawks tried to play a long ball to Embley on the near side. Headed out of play will be a Nighthawk throw-in. So we'll have a Nighthawk substitution into the game. Molly Arundel leaving is Taylor Wagner. And entering for Columbus State, number 6, Flo Spano. Leaving number 21, Olivia Jarrell. Spano, we mentioned in the pregame, a hat trick her last time out against USC Aiken, as Ramey plays the ball through to Van Horn. Able to take the shot, blocked away. Second cross trying to be put in by the Nighthawks, and it will go out of play for a Nighthawk corner, but best opportunity so far of the match for the Nighthawks, as Van Horn was able to get the ball away but was unable to get the angle on Maylin Parsons, who came up with a huge save for the Cougars. And now Rosie Embley on to take the corner. Curls the ball into the box and headed down, and almost scored once again by Jessica Allen, who was able to head the ball down and then tried to volley over the head of Maylin Parsons, but Parsons up to the challenge. Able to tip that ball over. Will be another Nighthawk corner. As Arundel will take this corner into the box and headed and saved once again by Maylin Parsons, as Nighthawks able to get another shot off there. So a plethora of chances on that trip down for the Nighthawks, but Parsons able to keep the Nighthawks from scoring. That's a long kick all the way back to Kaylin Saberski. Long kick won by the Nighthawks, and now it's Embley who's able to bring the ball down nicely. Plays the ball out to Van Horn. Unable to control the pass, though. She tried to chest that one down. Will go out for a Nighthawk throw-in. Throw-in intercepted by the Cougars, and they'll look to attack on the break now. Ball played long. Jess Callan over to intercept, and able to find Ramey, who heads the ball down to Sundstrom. Played out wide to Arundel on the near side. Arundel toward the inline. Able to win a throw-in for the Nighthawks. Palmer over to take the throw from right beside the corner flag. Ball's into the box. Ramey challenging. And Arundel over trying to volley, but was unable to get anything behind the ball, and rolls to the far side, kept in by Columbus State. And they will look to attack. Play the ball into the middle for Janowitz. And a couple of nice passes. Shot taken on, and Saberski over to grab the ball as it took a deflection on the way into the box. And the long kick taken by Saberski. Ramey unable to win the ball, but Phoebe Palmer able to get ahead to it, but heads it right to a Columbus State player, and now the Cougars into the box. A cross put in, and it will be a corner for the Cougars. Will be their second of this first half, as Columbus State leads this match by a goal to nil. That goal for the Cougars came in the 16th minute, as Mandy Janowitz was able to curl a ball from the edge of the box into the upper right corner. Now the Nighthawks with the ball, and a nice layoff pass to Embley, and now Embley with Ramey to her left. Dunphy to her right, plays it to Ramey, who holds the ball up nicely, waiting for some help. Plays the ball diagonally, looking for Dunphy, but Dunphy was offside on the pass, and it will be a Columbus State free kick. Free kick taken long. Bavarica sticks the foot in and clears for a second time. Trying to find Arundel, whose touch was a little errant, but Olivia Dunphy with the ball, able to win the ball and play it nicely to Arundel on the near side. Arundel headed toward the inline and will once again win a throw-in for the Nighthawks. She'll take the throw in, finds Rosie Embley. Drops it back to Arundel. Is able to put a cross into the box, and it's headed into the back of the net. J.C. Ramey able to get on the end of a Molly Arundel cross as she whipped that ball into the box. Able to head it into the far post netting, and the Nighthawks have tied this one up with 15 minutes and 2 seconds left in the first half.
The North Georgia goal by number 12, J.C. Ramey, assisted by number 10, Molly Arundel.
So Ramey officially credited with the goal, Arundel officially credited with the assist, and that will give Ramey 3 goals on the year. And Arundel will pick up her first assist. So the Nighthawks have been threatening the last few minutes, able to get a goal, but the Cougars quickly back the other way off the kickoff. We'll go over the inline, though, for a North Georgia goal kick. Goal kick controlled by Arundel on the near side. Tried to turn there, but the touch was a little bit heavy. Columbus State will look to attack. Deflection, and Palmer able to clear the ball. And Dunphy, nice touch there, over and commits a foul. Much to the displeasure of Nighthawk fans in attendance tonight. Free kick. Won by Columbus State. Ball's headed into the box and falls safely into the arms of Saberski as that ball was bouncing around in the box. Saberski off her line, able to gather up the ball. Now takes a long kick. And controlled by Arundel. Trying to hold off Columbus State defender, able to run past her, keeps the ball in play. Another nice nifty move on the near side. Puts another cross into the box. This one not as much pace as the one Ramey was able to get on the end of a couple of minutes ago and score. And Columbus State loses the ball at midfield. Van Horn able to drop the ball off to Embley. Embley finds Ramey, who's able to hit the ball down, but loses out. And cleared out of play on the near side for a Nighthawk throw-in. Throw-in quickly taken, and Arundel, a nice touch there, unable to beat her player to the ball though. And Columbus State able to clear. Backtracking is Allen. She's able to head the ball away toward the sideline, and Palmer's able to complete the clearance, keeps the ball in play, and now it's Arundel with the ball on the near side, loses out. But Dunphy tracking back, able to make the interception, plays it long, looking for Van Horn. Foot race to the ball on the far side, and it will go out of play for a Nighthawk throw-in. As it's been an eventful first half here from the UNG Soccer Complex. Both teams with a couple of chances, a couple of nice goals from both teams as well. Scoring for Columbus State, Mandy Janowitz off a curled effort from outside the box into the upper right corner. That goal came in the 16th minute. J.C. Ramey able to score in the 30th minute with a headed goal from Molly Arundel. As a throw-in taken by Columbus State. Able to play the ball toward midfield. Sundstrom, though, with an interception there, finds Van Horn on the far side. Van Horn assessing her options. Elects to turn and run with the ball. Does so nicely. She's got Embley to her left. Van Horn, though, trying to outrun the Columbus State defender. Will go out for a Cougar goal kick. As the goal kick controlled by the Cougars. But a couple of Nighthawks there to close down and clear the ball near the midfield line. Columbus State quickly with the ball back in the North Georgia half, though. And a ball played to Janowitz. A nice touch there. Plays it back to the middle of the box. And the shot was taken on, and it's a second goal for Columbus State. As Flo Spano, another player we mentioned to watch in the pregame, able to score yet another goal for Columbus State. And the Nighthawks with 10 minutes and 7 seconds left in the first half.
Columbus State goal from Mandy Janowitz, her fourth for the season, second on the night, assisted by Flo Spano.
As the goal was credited to Janowitz. It's her second of the night, fourth of the season, so give the assist to Spano and the goal to Janowitz. As the Nighthawks are able to win a throw-in deep in their own half.
Entering the game for Columbus, number 20.
And nicely won back by Viverka on the edge of the box, and it's Ramey with the ball, trying to hold the ball up, able to do so, and finds Van Horn on the far side. Van Horn tried to play a diagonal ball into the box, was deflected away. Now it falls to Gill, plays the ball long, looking for Ramey. Ball's headed away, but Rosie Embley over to contest for it. Columbus State wins the ball back. And the ball was played long, and now it's Arundel cutting inside. Nice little turn there, and now she's got the ball in the box, trying to get a cross off. And the cross goes to the Columbus State keeper. Tells her team to get forward. She's going to look to play this ball long. Does so. And a foul committed by number 13, Jessica Allen. And the referee calls her over. Looks like it's just going to be a warning. It is. So Allen will commit the foul. Columbus State will have a free kick. This clock ticks under 8 minutes left in the first half. Columbus State leading this match by a 2-1 score. And played into the box, and another shot and another goal for Columbus State. As Taylor Marks found herself open on the right side of the box and easily able to slot the ball past Saberski. And the Nighthawks now find themselves down by 3-1 in the first half. And some work to do for the Nighthawks. As off the kickoff, they're able to possess. Van Horn with the ball, tried to play it through to Ramey. Couldn't find her. And Columbus State will now look to attack. And Brooknell with a nice touch there. Trying to play a pass to the far side. Nighthawks intercept. Now the ball's played long, looking for Ramey. And Columbus State will see that ball out of play. Will be a Nighthawk throw in on the far side. Throw in taken long. Intended for Embley, but the ball was too far in front of her. Rolls back to Malin Parsons and goal for the Cougars. She'll take this kick long. And Columbus State with the ball, attacking down the far side, but Kayla Sundstrom able to win a goal kick for the Nighthawks as she was able to hold off a Columbus State player on the far side. Goal kick. Momentarily won by the Nighthawks. Arundel tried to play a ball through. No one for the Nighthawks making a run though. Ball rolls safely to Malin Parsons. Another long kick. And over to make sure the ball finds its way to Saberski is Vaverka. Long kick looking for J.C. Ramey. Falls instead to Columbus State. A nice pass there, and now they're looking to attack. Ball played into the box. Siberski off her line, but will be offside against Columbus State. As we have 5 minutes left in the first half, Columbus State up 3-1. And a foul committed against J.C. Ramey there. We'll give the Nighthawks a free kick just over the midfield line in the Columbus State half. And Allen will play the ball toward the box, controlled by Olivia Dunphy in midfield. Able to find Phoebe Palmer on the near side, trying to find Erin Dill. And she took the last touch, so it will be a Columbus State goal kick. Goal kick won by Ramey, headed it toward the middle of the field. No one there for the Nighthawks. On the ensuing clearance, Gill with interception and able to knock the ball forward and making a pacey run from defense. Loses out to a Columbus State player. She's a little slow to get up, and Columbus State will look to attack, but a nice deflection by Sundstrom will allow Gill to get back into position and the Nighthawks to attack as Erin Dell with the ball at her feet, trying and successfully able to go around a Columbus State player, played out to Phoebe Palmer wide. She'll put a cross in from the end line, but that cross goes straight to Maylin Parsons. And on the ensuing kick, Nighthawks able to see the ball back to Siberski in goal. And she'll look to start an attack in the waning moments of this second half. Clock under 3 minutes. The Nighthawks are trying to come back from a 2-goal deficit. They would like to get one back before halftime and make this a 1-goal game going into the second half. But still some work to do if they want to do that. And as Columbus State wins a throw-in on the near side. Columbus State still with the ball. Ball's headed toward the end line. A cross put into the box, and clearance cannot be made by the Nighthawks. And Megan Gill able to get back into position and see that ball out for a Cougar throw-in. Nighthawks able to clear off the throw-in, trying to find Ramey at the midfield line. Could not do so. A shot taken on by Columbus State right to Siberski, who's able to handle that ball easily and brings it to the top of the box with 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the first half. Columbus State up 3-1 as Palmer's pass is intended for Arundel. She will have the ball deflected off of her. Will be a Columbus State throw-in. And the Nighthawks will win the ball off the throw-in. Dunphy trying to play the ball to Embley, unable to find her.
1 minute remaining.
And Van Horn will now ensure the Columbus State keeper has to pick the ball up. Brings it to the top of the box, sends it long. Palmer able to win the ball in the air. Played back by Columbus State. And now a foul committed by Arundel on the near side. As we're under 30 seconds left in the first half. Columbus State setting this one up to ensure that they have the last action in the first half. Free kick taken long, headed at the top of the box.
10, 9, 8, 7.
And it will be
6,
Megan Gill who
5, 4,
earns a foul.
3,
That'll
2,
do it, though, for the end of
1.
the first half, as Columbus State will head to halftime with a 3-goal-to-1 lead, and they leave the Nighthawks a lot to do in the second half if they want to come back and tie or perhaps win this game. We're going to go to a short break. When we come back, we'll have halftime stats, and we'll break down that first half for you here on the Nighthawks Sports Network.
Before contemplating the many choices on Steak and Shake's $4 menu, one must calm the mind in our Zen garden. Focus. The garlic double steak burger meal. Reflect. The taco salad meal. Zen. The original double and cheese steak burger meal. Oh!
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
This is why we love sports. It's in the way they play, free from the pressures and all the money talk. Playing for simply the love of the game, where everyone has a shot at their definition of success on and off the field. This is what we love about sports, and what we can still love about college sports.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
The 2017 NCAA Final Four, the ultimate experience for college basketball fans. The passion, the spectacle, and the pageantry of college basketball's premier event. Make your plans now to head to Phoenix for the 2017 NCAA Final Four, April 1st and 3rd at University of Phoenix Stadium. Visit ncaa.com/MBB tickets to apply for your seats today.
What you've gained as a student will be just as important to you as what you did as a player. As long as you know that you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable, there's no failure. Success on 3.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Take the pledge at itsonus.org and be a part of the solution.
We are challenging every Division II campus to take the pledge, to make a statement, and to make sexual assault unacceptable, because it's on us!
And welcome back to the UNG Soccer Complex. Under 12 minutes left in halftime, as Columbus State on top of the Nighthawks by a 3-1 score. Scoring summary for you quickly. Columbus State was able to get on the board first in the 16th minute as Mandy Janowitz, on the assist from Cassandra Wade, was able to curl the ball around Caitlin Saberski in goal. She buried that ball in the upper right 90 and gave Columbus State a 1-0 lead. After that, the Nighthawks really put their attacking foot forward as they had a plethora of chances. Were able to convert one in the 30th minute as J.C. Ramey was able to get on the end of a Molly Arundel whipped in cross from the left side of the box, was able to head the ball into the far post netting and briefly tied the game up for the Nighthawks. Columbus State, though, would take the lead 5 minutes later as Flo Spano, on the assist from Mandy Janowitz, was able to control off a quick 1-2 passing play and slot the ball past Caitlin Saberski. That made it a 2-1 score. Then Taylor Marks would cap the scoring for both teams in the first half for Columbus State, as she picked up a goal on the assist from Amanda Murphy off a deflected free kick. Marks was able to clinically finish, sending Saberski the wrong way, and that's how we get to our 3-1 score at halftime. Nighthawks have certainly had plenty of chances in the first half, as Jessica Allen able to get 4 shots off, 3 of those on target, but Maylin Parsons has been clutch for Columbus State so far in the first half, as she was able to pick up 5 saves and only allowed the 1 goal to JC Ramey. Speaking of Ramey, she got the only goal of the first half for the Nighthawks. She was able to get 3 shots off, 2 on target. Molly Arundel, the assist on that goal, also able to get a shot off, and rounding out the shot count for the Nighthawks, 1 shot, 1 on goal for Rachel Van Horn. Columbus State, 8 shots, 4 on target so far in that first half. Mandy Janowitz, 2 shots, 1 on target, also added a goal and an assist in the first half. Lindsay Law able to get 1 shot, 1 on target as well. Cougar Elversdottir able to get 2 shots off for Columbus State. Taylor Marks and Flo Spano, both 1 shot, 1 on target. Both of those shots on target ended up in the back of the net for Columbus State, and rounding out the shot count was Brooke Nail. All 3 of those goals in the first half assisted by Columbus State. Mandy Janowitz, Amanda Murphy, Cassandra Wade, all picking up assists for the Cougars. Corner kick count 4-2 in favor of North Georgia. And taking a look at the minutes played by the Nighthawks, only 2 players played less than the entire half, Sophia Matonak and Taylor Wagner. As they played, Matonak played 20 minutes, had to come off with an apparent injury. Taylor Wagner subbed off after 24 minutes. Otherwise, the rest of the Nighthawks played a full 45 minutes, including Caitlin Saberski in goal, able to make 1 save, but Columbus State able to get 3 balls past her in the back of the net. Take a look at those keys to the game and how they stack up at halftime. Noted the Nighthawks needed to get ahead early, and they were unable to do so, as Columbus jumped on the scoreboard first with the goal of Mandy Janowitz, and that really set the tone for that first half for the Nighthawks, as Columbus State seemed to be attacking for a good part of the half. The Nighthawks were forced to play on the counter. Their pressing game was largely neutralized, as Columbus State really played an up-tempo, quick passing game. And Nighthawks were really unable to get into the game for the most part of that first half. We also mentioned that the defense needs to limit the Cougars to 1 goal, or preferably keep a clean sheet. They were unable to do that as well in the first half. I mentioned that the Cougars averaged 3.5 goals a game, and you could see why in that first half, as they were really clinical with their chances. Only had 4 shots on target, but they were able to put 3 of those in the back of the net. So that's something for the Nighthawks to work on in the second half. We're able to get 6 shots on target, but we're only able to put 1 in the back of the net. Also noted that the Nighthawks would have to limit a couple of prolific forwards for Columbus State. Flo Spano and Olivia Jarrell were unable to do that as well in the first half, as Jarrell largely acted in link-up play and allowed forwards like Mandy Janowitz and Flo Spano to come in and get goals for Columbus State. We're going to go to another break. When we come back from the break, we will have final analysis, and we'll get the second half started for you here on the Nighthawks Sports Network.
It starts right when you hit the court. You imagine your finest moment. The game-winning shot that gets you to the dance, a monster dunk or no-look pass, and cutting down the net. Sports lets us dream of our own success, and prepare us for our finest moments on and off the court.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
I want everyone to rally behind such a great cause for Make-A-Wish. It's not just for us, and it's not just for the school. It's for the kids that we'll be helping. It's for them.
And it's not just raising money for a charity. It's raising money to make this kid's dream come true.
I never, still to this day, would have thought that it would have touched me the way that it did that day. To truly say that it was a life-changing moment for myself is true. And I think it was for our program, our team, and our university. It was truly one of the most memorable experiences of my coaching career.
You really just see the community come together to make this event special and make it unique. And I think that's one thing that we like to try to brand ourselves with here at UNG is we're unique, and we like to do the special, small things that make children's lives and dreams come true.
The 2017 NCAA Final Four, the ultimate experience for college basketball fans. The passion, the spectacle, and the pageantry of college basketball's premier event.
Make your plans now to head to Phoenix for the 2017 NCAA Final Four, April 1st and 3rd at University of Phoenix Stadium. Visit ncaa.com/MBB tickets to apply for your seats today.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Take the pledge at itsonus.org and be a part of the solution.
We are challenging every Division II campus to take the pledge, to make a statement, and to make sexual assault unacceptable, because it's on us!
Thank you.
Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you for giving. Thank you.
Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for your support.
Thank you for helping me be a Nighthawk.
I coined my definition of success in 1934. My definition of success is peace of mind attained only through self-satisfaction in knowing you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable. It's like reputation and character. Reputation is what others perceive you to be. Character is what you are.
And welcome back to the UNG Soccer Complex. Under a minute left in halftime as Columbus State wins this battle of top 10 teams by 3-1 score in what is the second round of Peach Belt Conference games for both teams. course, Columbus State, Georgia, North Georgia have a tendency to play very close scoring games. Saw Nighthawks lose 3 times last year to this Columbus State squad, all by 1 goal. So they'll be looking to avenge those 3 losses last year. Columbus State, of course, beat the Nighthawks in the Peach Belt Conference Championship. Also knocked them out of the NCAA second round. But the Nighthawks, with quite a mountain to climb in the second half, if they're going to do that, down 3 goals to 1. And Columbus State has all the momentum after taking the lead back from the Nighthawks. So it will be the Nighthawks who will kick off, as Columbus State kicked off in the first half, so they will have the first shot at possession. And the ball's played long to the near side, headed away by Columbus, and they'll look to possess. Taylor Wagner re-entering the ball game. Wins the ball back, but her long pass toward the far sideline intercepted, and Columbus State will win a foul in their own half to start the second half. Free kick taken, headed away, and J.C. Ramey with the ball. Tried to flick on to Arundel. Intercepted, and now Columbus State looking to play the ball upfield. Able to do so. Jessica Allen over to cover. Knocks the ball out of play. Will be a throw in for Columbus State. Throw in won by the Nighthawks. Playing the ball upfield. Columbus State able to win the ball back. Quickly back in the Nighthawk half. And now a nice ball played on an overlapping run on the far side. And Phoebe Palmer left on the ground to cross into the box, and Viverka over to clear the ball away. Battle for the ball on the far side, and Palmer sees the ball out. Will be a Columbus State throw-in. So Columbus State with possession early in the second half, and something they had a lot of in the first half as well. Seems like they had the ball in Nighthawk half the majority of the first half. Nighthawks were able to break and score with J.C. Ramey, but Columbus State able to put 3 goals up in that first half. Matches the high score for either team last year when they played 3 games. Columbus State scored 3 goals in a game against the Nighthawks and able to put 3 up in the first half today. And there's a goal kick taken by Siberski. Headed on a couple of times, looking for Van Horn. She closes down, and the ball in midfield. Ramey tried to knock it back to a North Georgia player, no one there. And now Columbus State sends it long, but it rolls out for the North Georgia throw-in. That 3-2 loss for the Nighthawks last year against Columbus State came in the Peach Belt Conference Final. Regular season matchup for both teams last year ended in a 1-0 defeat for the Nighthawks. As the ball's won in midfield by Matonak, tried to play the ball long. Couldn't find anybody to get on the end of the pass. And Columbus State, with a long ball of their own, rolls out. Will be a throw-in. Gill takes a throw in looking for Matonak. Takes a bounce off Columbus State player, but Rachel Van Horn able to burst forward with the ball. Plays it long looking for Arundel, who will not get there on the near side. A botched deflection though. And Arundel takes the shot on and curls it right into the waiting hands of Maylin Parsons, who was clutch for Columbus State in that first half, able to come up with 5 saves and limit the Nighthawks to 1 goal. As Arundel loses the ball near the midfield line on the far side, Columbus State looking to attack down that far side. Jess Cowan over to cover and gets the ball away, and then Wagner able to deflect the ball out for a Columbus State throw-in. Throw in, intercepted by the Nighthawks, and it's played up to J.C. Ramey up top. She loses out, but it's able to keep her balance, and no foul on the play as the referee now calls time as Ramey is still on the turf. Looked like Ramey ran into a pretty hard challenge there from a Columbus State player and seems to be a little bit shaken up. Like she might have just had the wind knocked out of her. And it'll be Columbus State to put the ball back into play, as we'll have a substitution coming in. Renee Van Horn will replace J.C. Ramey up top.
Entering for North Georgia, number 25, Renee Van Horn.
And the re-entry of play back to Saberski. Plays the ball long. Van Horn able to win a header and finds Arundel on the far side. She's headed toward the byline and unable to get around a Columbus State defender. Will go out for a Cougar goal kick. On the goal kick, Nighthawks able to win the header, but the ball rolls out of bounds. Will be a Columbus State throw-in. And Columbus State will actually referee change his mind, and it will be a Nighthawk throw-in, as a Columbus State player took the touch last. Gill with a throw in, headed toward the top of the box, and now it's Dunphy. Takes the shot, but over the goal as she was unable to get on top of that shot. Tried to hit a curling effort toward the upper left 90 of the goal, but blasted over. As we'll have another Nighthawk substitution. Bryn Finneran will come on for Molly Arundel. And Finneran with her first involvement. Nice 1-2 with Matonak. Leaves it off for Dunphy, who takes a touch and knocks the ball to the inline. And cross taken on, and another Nighthawk corner one. Upcoming corner will be the 5th of the ball game for the Nighthawks. Their first of the second half. Corner put into the box and headed at the far post. Looked like it was flashing dangerously in front of the post as well. Looked eerily similar to the goal scored by Rosie Embley against Georgia College in the first round of Peach Belt Conference games. The Nighthawks won 3-1. Embley was able to score directly off a corner. And the Nighthawks able to win the ball, and it's Finneran with the ball, heading toward the end line, tries to chip across into the box, but falls safely at the feet of Maylin Parsons. Takes a long kick. Viverka able to get up and win the header. Columbus State able to win a second header, though, and control the ball. Bad pass there, and foul committed by Bryn Finneran. Will be a Columbus State free kick, as both players challenged for that ball at the same time, but Finneran adjudged to have committed the foul, and that ball through is cleared away, and now it's a foot race for the ball on the far side. Renee Van Horn pressuring, causes the ball to go all the way back to Parsons in goal, and the long header will be controlled by Columbus State. But the Nighthawks able to win the ball back with Finneran on the far side. She'll find Palmer, who tried to play a ball into the middle of the pitch. No one there. Olivia Dunphy pressuring, and the Nighthawks are able to win the ball back momentarily, but the clearance finally made by Columbus State. Now there's a foot race momentarily on the near side, but the ball goes out for a Columbus State throw-in, as the referee says there was a deflection. And Rachel Van Horn challenging for the ball here. And a foul committed by Columbus State will give the Nighthawks a free kick in their own half on the near side. Viverka will be the one to put the ball back into play for the Nighthawks. And her free kick at the top of the box. A little bit of miscommunication. The clearance not made outright by the Cougars, but they're able to get the ball out of the danger zone. Pass intercepted. Finneran giving chase, but Columbus State will control, play the ball up the pitch. And a couple of nice moves there, but it's Palmer who's able to win the ball back and finds Finneran, who makes a run down the far side, cuts inside, but has the ball taken away. Now it's Dunphy with the ball in the midfield. Plays it long looking for Van Horn, but that pass is going to skip out of play. Will be a Columbus State goal kick. And we will have a substitution for Columbus State. Couple of substitutions. Olivia Jarrell and Flo Spano will come on, as Van Horn able to find Finneran on the far side. Her touch lets her down, though, as it's way too heavy. Ends up with Maylin Parsons just outside the 6-yard box. Ensuing long kick, won by Columbus State, but Megan Gill able to close down and sends the ball out of play on the near side in the Columbus State half. Will be Columbus State throw-in. As Van Horn momentarily wins the ball, it's sent toward the midfield line. Wagner able to find Matonak. Tonak loses out, but then wins the ball back. Plays it long, looking for Van Horn. She's not going to get to that ball. It will roll out for a Columbus State goal kick. As we're about over 13 and a half minutes gone in the second half. Nighthawks down 3-1 to Columbus State, the number 9 team in the country. Nighthawks coming into this game ranked number 8. As the ball is controlled in midfield by Columbus State, a couple of Nighthawk players there nipping at the heels of a Columbus State player. Gill all the way up, tries to win the ball back at midfield, unable to do so. But Olivia Dunphy tracking back, wins the ball and plays it long to the far side looking for Finneran. Can't find her. Columbus State player keeps the ball in play. And now they will look to attack. Missed interception by Palmer. And Viverka just sees the ball out for a Columbus State throw-in. Throw in comes into the box and goes over the inline for a Nighthawk goal kick. Have another substitution for Columbus State. Leaving number 14, Nicole Corsione. Coming in, number 28, Kaylee Snyder. As Gill plays the ball long. Won by Columbus State, and then Gill plays the ball to the near side. Foul committed against her. Nighthawks will now have a free kick in their own half. Viverka sends this ball long. Van Horn, Renee Van Horn, briefly wins the header. The ball is cleared out of play for a Nighthawk throw-in as they're able to move to the other side of midfield. Throw in, won by Rachel Van Horn. Try to find Renee. And it will be cleared out for another Nighthawk throw-in. Throw-in finds Van Horn. Gill puts the cross back into the box. Renee Van Horn there to challenge, but foul committed against Maylin Parsons, the keeper, who's still down on the turf after taking a little bit of a heavy spill. She's helped back to her feet. And she will now look to take the goal kick for Columbus State. And the kick is taken. Controlled by the Nighthawks. Palmer able to find Finneran up the field. Dunphy back to the far side, able to find Matonak, who is able to bring the ball down and then beat a Columbus State defender. Cutting inside, tried to slot it through to Renee Van Horn. Could not find her, and looks like another foul committed by the Nighthawks. So Columbus State will have a free kick at the top of the box. Header won by Wagner. Falls to Columbus State though. Wagner back to intercept in midfield. And Finneran now with the ball on the far sideline, looking to make a run past one Columbus State defender, loses out to the second. Tonak able to intercept the clearance. Keeps possession for the Nighthawks. Palmer able to find Matonak on the near side. Looks to put a cross into the box, trying to find Van Horn. Dunphy tracking back, wins a header, and a foul committed by the Nighthawks. And it will be a Columbus State free kick. Free kick taken long, possessed by Columbus State. Give the ball away. Jessica Allen over to see the ball out of play. Will be a Cougar throw in on the far side. Will be just in front of their bench. Throw in momentarily cleared and now fully cleared by the Nighthawks. As the ball will roll along the sideline and roll out of play on the other side of the Nighthawk bench. And Columbus State will have a throw in. As Finneran nearly won the ball back on that far sideline, Columbus State able to win it, keep possession, and now playing the ball forward. Baverka back to make an interception, and Van Horn able to shrug off a Columbus State player. But the long ball in return looking for Finneran only finds a Columbus State player. And now that ball played long by Columbus State will go out for a North Georgia throw-in as they are pinned near their corner flag, deep in their own half. And deflected out of play by Finneran for another Columbus State throw-in. As the Nighthawks stay pinned in their own box. Throw-in comes into the box. Palmer able to head away and seen out again for another Columbus State throw-in. And now Columbus State able to win a corner, as deflection off of a Nighthawk player will be the third corner of the match for Columbus State. It'll be their first of the second half. It'll come as the clock ticks under 23 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second half. Time now the enemy of the Nighthawks is they have to pull back 2 goals to get a tie in this game. Have to score 3 to get a win. As play is stopped before this corner, as the referee has a word with a couple of the players jostling for position in the box. Corner's put into the box and headed toward the goal line, but a goal line save made by Saberski. Sends the ball long. And it's Renee Van Horn who almost wins the ball back for the Nighthawks. Columbus State in possession. Allen steps up, makes the clearance, and now a foul committed by Taylor Wagner. And she will see yellow for the Nighthawks as she went recklessly into that challenge and given a yellow card as a result of that happening. Free kick. Cleared away by Vaverka. Only a partial clearance as she was only able to get a little bit on that ball and deflected out for a Columbus State throw-in. Clearance to Rachel Van Horn, who looks to start a counter for the Nighthawks, and she's brought down, and referee commits a foul. He's going to have a word with the Columbus State player. That's Olivia Jarrell. So the ball's played forward looking for Renee Van Horn. She brings it down. Shot was deflected. Finneran back. Misses the swing for the cross, and she will look to hold possession for the Nighthawks. Able to find Palmer. Ball's headed toward the center of the box. It's headed on by Dunphy. Rachel Van Horn just high and wide as she tried to bury that one at the far post, and it flashing back across the face of goal, but always rising and didn't have enough of an angle to keep that ball in. And now the Nighthawks able to win the ball back just past midfield. It's Finneran with the ball, tried to find the run of Olivia Dunphy, wasn't able to do so. Columbus State with the interception, and now they're looking to attack. And Sabierski off her line sends the ball back upfield. Header won by Wagner in the midfield, but Columbus State able to possess. The ball will roll, and Viverka will ensure that Sabierski is the one that picks it up. And just a little note of intrigue about that foul on Rachel Van Horn. Foul committed by Olivia Jarrell. She picked up a yellow card in the first half, so perhaps the reason she didn't see a yellow card there was the referee giving her a warning since she was already on a card, as we'll have 2 substitutions for the Nighthawks. Kayla Sundstrom and Peyton Biso will come on for the Nighthawks. As
Entering for North Georgia,
Columbus State able to win the ball off of that throw-in. And deflected out of play will be a Nighthawk throw-in in their own half on the near side. Throw in into a group of Columbus State players, and now Columbus State will look to attack. And offside called against Columbus State as they were able to finish that bit of play off with a goal, so the Nighthawks able to come out of that unscathed. Twice now they could have gone down to 4-1. Twice now the Nighthawks have been able to hold off Columbus State. We'll see if that can motivate them a little bit to get another goal or 2 back. As that ball is played long, Rachel Van Horn chasing. Maitland Parsons there to pick the ball up. Ball played long and won by Columbus State. Nighthawks unable to win the ball back on the edge of the box. And now a shot taken on, but unable to get any bend on it was Elver's daughter, who has really been a thorn in the Nighthawk side on whichever flank she plays on tonight. It's a real aerial threat and showed some nice moves, but a header over the top, and Matonak could not stop in time to get the ball. And offside called against Columbus State, or perhaps a foul instead. Nighthawks start it quickly, and Gill, having to hurry, keeps this ball in play. And it will roll all the way back to the Columbus State keeper. And now Columbus State attacking down the far sideline. Interception made by Sundstrom. Lost it, and then Jessica Allen able to intervene. Header won by Van Horn. Looking for Matonak. Heads the ball down. And fouled on the edge of the box. And the Nighthawks will have a free kick in a very good position. Just about straight on with the goal and from a very, very favorable distance. Just outside that little arc you see on the edge of the box, which signifies where the keeper can venture into with the ball. And Matonak will be the one to take this free kick as well. And it's in a very, very dangerous area. If she can hit this one with a little bit of pace to get it up and over the wall, might have a chance to go in, and free kick sails just wide as she had enough pace on it. It was perfect height, but just a little bit wide, and Tonak stares at the ball for an extra couple of seconds, wondering how she could have hit that one any better.
Entering for Columbus State, number 8, Claire Belay.
Had a substitution, Claire Belay, as the ball's into the box, and one back, and Matonak fires. It's saved off the line by Columbus State. As the ball is put back into the air, Van Horn wins the header, and it's headed on once again by Biso, but falls harmlessly once again to Maylin Parsons, who has made 7 saves for Columbus State tonight. She has really been on top of her game, and another nice save on the line there to deny Sophia Matonak. Second goal for the Nighthawks. The ball is played long, chasing after it Allen, unable to get there. And the Nighthawks win the ball back in the box, having trouble clearing, and a foul committed. And once again, that's Olivia Jarrell already on a yellow, getting yet another warning for another very bad foul. I'm in shock as to how she hasn't picked up a second yellow yet. Pulled back Rachel Van Horn very cynically just a few moments ago, and then went in with a very bad challenge there. So Jarrell very, very lucky to still be on the field for Columbus State. As Palmer with the ball, looking for Van Horn up top. Columbus State able to make the interception, and they clear the ball out for a Nighthawk throw-in. As the ball is knocked away, sent long, but that ball will roll to Sabierski, who will pick it up inside the box. Takes a long kick. And a foul committed against Peyton Biso on the Columbus State side of midfield. Will give the Nighthawks a free kick. Free kick taken along and bounced around in the box. A failed clearance and bounced off a Columbus State player right to Maylin Parsons, as that could have very easily gone anywhere off that deflection. The ball went straight to her, though. And she takes a long kick. Columbus State will possess, as the Nighthawks were unable to control any of the headers they won. And now the ball played long. Gill hustling will see this ball go out of play. Nighthawks will have a throw in on the defensive side, on the near sideline. Gill finds Dunphy, lays it off for Gill, plays it long. Van Horn there, heads the ball into the air, cleared away, but only as far as Sundstrom. Was able to one-touch pass to Biso, took a nice turn there. Ball goes out of play, though, for a Nighthawk throw-in. Taken quickly by Palmer, over to pick the ball up as Biso. She will head toward the inline, puts the ball into the box. Matonak tried to get a deflection, unable to do so. Cleared away, but only as far as Matonak at the midfield line. Finds Dunphy in midfield. On the ball, able to pull it back to Van Horn. Plays it long, looking for Matonak. Sundstrom, another interception. Columbus State, though, will be able to get the ball away and clear. Ball's played long. Megan Gill unable to win the ball. The Nighthawks able to pick up the interception there, and now the ball is sprayed wide to Dunphy on the near sideline. Tries to curl one to Matonak, making a run, couldn't find her. And now it's Columbus State with the ball, and a nice tackle there by Viverka. If she missed that tackle, then Elversdottir would have been away on goal. Instead, the Nighthawks able to avoid another dangerous situation as this ball is played long, and Columbus State able to win a throw-in. As Nicole Corsione will come on for Olivia Jarrell, who very, very lucky to have stayed in this ball game after picking up a yellow card in the first half and made two very, very cynical fouls, committed two very cynical fouls here in the second half. Of course, if she'd picked up that second yellow, it would have been a red, and Columbus State would have been down a player for the rest of the game. As there's a Columbus State player down just out of bounds toward the far corner flag of Columbus State. Time will be called with 11 minutes and 14 seconds left in the second half. The Nighthawks still find themselves down 3-1 after 4 goals in the first half. Yet to see one scored so far in the second, although both teams have had chances. Nighthawks 17 shots so far in this match, 9 on goal. Only been able to convert one of those, and that's partially due to the heroic efforts of Maylin Parsons in goal for Columbus State. She's been able to come up with 8 saves. As a substitution was made because of the injury, Flo Spano will come on for Amanda Murphy. As Van Horn sends that ball into the air, wins the header, looking for Biso on the far side, headed away. And cleared out of play by Allen, who was ranging to her left. As Columbus State will take their time here, trying to take a little bit more time off the clock. They have a 2-goal advantage with just over 10 minutes left in the second half. As a throw-in won by Columbus State. Players shaken up for the Nighthawks. Looks like Phoebe Palmer left back. And once again, time stopped with 10 minutes on the dot left in the second half. Training staff being called for. Palmer up to her feet, but looks a little bit shaken up. She is receiving attention on the far sideline. Columbus State will take the throw-in, so the Nighthawks temporarily down a player. She's back quickly, though, unable to win the ball back. Second ball unable to be cleared fully by Viverka. And Sundstrom able to win the ball back in midfield. finds Biso. One touch to Van Horn, who takes another one-touch pass. And interception made as Sundstrom's pass was intercepted. And Columbus State will look to attack down the far side. Palmer briefly deflected that ball away. Columbus State with the ball again, looking to make a run into the box. Sundstrom off her line, and a little bit of miscommunication there. The Nighthawks able to scramble the ball away. Saberski back to her line. The Nighthawks back in position as they nearly conceded a fourth. As that shot was deflected, Saberski able to easily make the save. And takes a long kick. Renee Van Horn able to win the header, but couldn't find a North Georgia player after doing so. And Columbus State now with the ball on the far sideline. Rolls out of play. It will be a Nighthawk throw-in. Throw-in. Unable to be controlled by Sundstrom. Ball rolls out of play for a Columbus State throw-in. As the Cougars in possession, and handball called. And the referee stops time. Says something to the retreating Columbus State player. And now the ball's put back into play. Headed in the air at midfield. Controlled by Dunphy. Took a touch, but it let her down, and Columbus State able to intercept, and now they're looking to attack again. Attacking down the far sideline. Headed toward the end line. Cross into the box. Into a dangerous area. Controlled by Columbus State. And they will now pull the ball out and set up possession. Van Horn left in the wake there. That shot deflected out. Will be a Columbus State corner on the far side. And the corner taken short, and Columbus State heading for the corner there. With 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second half, the Nighthawks will win a throw-in, though. Cleared away by North Georgia. Headed back toward the box. And it will roll to Saberski, who will look to get the ball forward quickly here, as the Nighthawks are up against the clock in the second half. As that ball is headed on. Sundstrom in a foot race, unable to get over there, still pressing, and cleared out of play by Columbus State. As the clock ticks towards 6 minutes left in the second half, Nighthawks will have to pull some late magic here to come up with a couple of goals and tie this game. Ball's put into the box. Van Horn heads, brought down, and shot taken on, and it's a goal for the Nighthawks and Sophia Matonik. And at least for the next 5 minutes and 47 seconds, the Nighthawks will have a chance to bring a goal back. They've been threatening the entirety of the second half and finally able to convert. So the Nighthawks able to pull one back. We'll see if they can pull the second and perhaps pick up a draw here. As Matonak was able to get on the end of that ball and slotted that one nicely past the keeper, Maylin Parsons, who has almost been superhuman. As that clearance into the air, Van Horn wins the ball to Renee, who was unable to control the header as the Nighthawks were nearly through there. And that would have been interesting to see what would have happened. Instead of goal kick taken long, Sundstrom able to win the ball back momentarily. Columbus State, though, with the ball, headed and double teamed. Knocked out a play by Phoebe Palmer. Will be a Nighthawk throw-in. As the referee says, it took a deflection off the Columbus State player. As the referee asks for the clock to be set to 4 minutes and 56 seconds. So the Nighthawks, a few more seconds taken off the clock that they could have desperately used to try to get the third goal back. And the throw-in possessed by Columbus State. Ball into the box, intercepted. Viverka plays it long, able to find Renee Van Horn, whose pass looking for Dunphy. Intercepted. Columbus State with the ball. And able to be won back by the Nighthawks. Played long, looking for Peyton Bisso, and there's the run. Bisso going to get to this ball. She's onside and cleared out a play for a Columbus State throw-in. Or excuse me, a North Georgia throw-in. Nighthawks in possession. Cross put into the box. Van Horn able to get on the end of that one. Unable to get on top of it, though. Ball goes over the crossbar for a Columbus State goal kick. Goal kick goes out of play for Columbus State throw-in. As we're approaching 3 minutes left in the second half. Throw-in cleared out of play. Will be a Nighthawk throw-in in the attacking half. As J.C. Ramey will come back into this ball game. And it's Sundstrom with the ball. Waiting for the run of Matonak. There it comes. Matonak headed toward the end line. Looking to put a cross in. It's deflected away. Will be a North Georgia corner. As we're under 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second half, the Nighthawks able to pull a goal back just a few minutes ago, trying desperately to score and pull another one back and tie this ball game. Cross is put into the box and ball is spilled. Shot taken by Van Horn, blocked away, and it will be cleared by Columbus State. As Renee Van Horn was able to get on the end of that, get a shot away, but it was blocked as there were a plethora of Columbus State players surrounding her. Goes out for a Nighthawk throw-in, taken quickly. Tonek back to Gill, plays the ball into the box, looking for Ramey, who's unable to get there, and it will go out for a Columbus State goal kick. As the clock continues to tick down. Kick is taken along. Header won by Gill. Foot race to the ball, and Columbus State will be able to clear on the near side. Viverka calling for the ball for the throw-in. We'll find Dunphy short. Makes a nice turn there. Headed down the near sideline. Ball's put to the top of the box. Dunphy back with the ball now. Plays it to Viverka, who puts the ball into the box, but it's going to fall harmlessly out of play. It will be a Columbus State goal kick. As the Cougars will take their time getting to this ball. Hand it off. Under 30 seconds now. Goal kick off the head of Dunphy will go out for a Columbus State throw-in. As the clock ticks near 10 seconds left in the second half, countdown will now begin.
9, 8,
Goes out of
7,
play.
6,
North Georgia
5,
will take a
4,
throw-in quickly.
3,
Dunphy
2,
unable to get to the ball, and that's going to do it. And Columbus State is going to win this match by a 3-2 score. Took a 3-1 lead into halftime. The Nighthawks were able to pull one back with a few minutes left in the second half, but unable to come through and tie this ball game up. We're going to go to a short break. When we come back, we will have final stats and wrap this one up for you here on the Nighthawks Sports Network.
I want everyone to rally behind such a great cause for Make-A-Wish. It's not just for us, and it's not just for the school. It's for the kids that we'll be helping. It's for them.
And it's not just raising money for a charity, it's raising money to make this kid's dream come true.
I never, still to this day, would have thought that it would have touched me the way that it did that day. To truly say that it was a life-changing moment for myself is true. And I think it was for our program, our team, and our university. It was truly one of the most memorable experiences of my coaching career.
You really just see the community come together to make this event special and make it unique. And I think that's one thing that we like to try to brand ourselves with here at UNG is we're unique, and we like to do the special, small things that make children's lives and dreams come true.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
This would be a great day to play perfect, wouldn't it?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
Before contemplating the many choices on Steak and Shake's $4 menu, one must calm the mind in our Zen garden. Focus. The garlic double steak burger meal. Reflect. The taco salad meal. Zen. The original double and cheese steak burger meal.
Oh!
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
And welcome back to the UNG Soccer Complex. The Nighthawks lose the second Peach Belt Conference game of the season by a 3-2 score to Columbus State. Quick scoring recap for you. Columbus State opened up the scoring in the 16th minute. Mandy Janowitz able to curl the ball around Saberski into the upper right 90, giving Columbus State the lead. The Nighthawks would bring that goal back in the 30th minute through J.C. Ramey, as she was able to get on the end of a Molly Arundel whipped cross into the box, headed it into the far post netting, and that briefly tied the game at 1. Columbus State, 5 minutes later, would come back with their second goal, as Flo Spano, assisted by Mandy Janowitz, would pick up her fourth goal of the season, as she was able to finish a quick 1-2 passing attack. And Columbus State would add a third before halftime. Taylor Marks able to pick up a deflected free kick and finish it around Saberski, and that would give Columbus State a 3-1 lead. Nighthawks able to pull a goal back late in the second half. In the 84th minute, Sophia Matonak able to get on the end of a Renee Van Horn pass, finished that one off for the second goal. The Nighthawks in the remaining time unable to pull back a third goal and tie the game. The Nighthawks did have plenty of opportunities in this match, though. 20 shots total, 11 of those were on target, and were really foiled tonight by the great play of Columbus State goalkeeper Maylin Parsons, who was able to make 9 saves for Columbus State and really provide the difference in this game for the Cougars. The next match for the UNG women will come a week from today, Wednesday. Will be at 5 p.m. on the 28th as they take on Young Harris in the Battle of Blood Mountain. That'll be a doubleheader that day as the Young Harris men also come to town and play the UNG men's soccer team game slated for 7:30. That'll be the next time you can catch us here on the Nighthawks Sports Network. But the women's team, first loss of the season, the first loss in Peach Belt Conference, a tough loss as they lose to a very, very good Columbus State team. Signing off, here with you, Thomas Kendrick, and from everybody at the Nighthawks Sports Network, we say